NFL playoffs? We're talking about NFL playoffs? You bet we are. Get in on the action of DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the NFL playoffs. And the key to you scoring big is betting on them at DraftKings, the number one place to bet touchdowns.
Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. My Washington Commanders are in the playoffs, so you know I'm locked in all the way with Jaden Daniels props. Here's another reason to watch your favorite players crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Jenkins. That's code Jenkins for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
That's the real conspiracy.
Welcome to Jenkins and Jones on the Volume Podcast Network. It is Thursday, January 9th, and we are coming to you live from the fucking smoke box in Southern California. Horrible. We're going to talk about that. We've got some unhorrible shit to talk about as well. Some great basketball games, a new pygmy hippo in Richmond, Virginia, Hulk Hogan getting booed, and Shaq inventing our new favorite hashtag. All that and more on Jenkins and Jones. As always, we're hosted by LaJethro Jenkins, a.k.a. John.
What's up, Bubbas?
Dragonfly Jonez, a.k.a. Tyler.
Hey, everybody. How they doing?
I'm Guardy B, a.k.a. Mike.
Motherfucking Mike.
Motherfucking
Mike.
We put a little stank on that one.
A little stank on it.
That came from the stomach, my nigga. That had a little acid on that motherfucker, dog. Sheesh.
And we're jointly produced today by the talented and lovely Jackson Saffon and Josh Rodriguez.
How you doing?
All right. Well, obviously, you know, John and I are in Southern California. John's in LA. I'm in Long Beach. Thank you so much to all the Jenkins and Jones fans who reached out to us. I saw people tagging us on Twitter and stuff, man. Our families are good. We're both safe. Neither of us have been evacuated. Jackson's also in LA, but is currently in Oregon. But you know, we appreciate everyone being worried about us. Obviously, there's a lot of people who've lost their homes. Unfortunately, some people who've lost their lives as well. And I know, John, you wanted to highlight, you know, a family that you guys are very close to who is in need of help right now.
Yeah. A family, my homie D's, his lady, Serena, and the baby girl, she's like 5 years old. They lost everything, man. It's hard to fathom, you know, like the entire community being destroyed. I had a house fire in 2011, and it was just me and my lady, you know what I mean? And lost everything. And we had insurance and everything to help, but, you know, it was like 40 different units displaced. And, you know, but our entire community wasn't destroyed, you know, like, and we was just us. I can't imagine, you know, having a child and having to explain to that child what's going on and you know, their daycare being destroyed, as well as the family surrounding you. You know what I mean? Just a complete devastation. But it's been like overwhelming to see, like, you know, friends that like they lost everything, other friends that have lost everything, and then people that, you know, have evacuated, not knowing what they're going home to. You know what I'm saying? It's just been fucking crazy. But I want to put the link for my family friends in the chat to share that. Help in any way you can, share it. I'm such a pussy though, but like D's gave my daughter her first pair of forces, and you know, Serena was my wife's doula for both pregnancies, and the second one, the epidural malfunction, and so my wife was in a place of where I couldn't help her, and she was there so solid to help her out. So think about a family that is good to lose everything. This really fucks me up, man. Shit, such a pussy. But just help out wherever you can, share as much as you can. Beautiful family, you know. Tyler's met D's, my Adrian's met D's. Everybody talks about how good of a human he is, and shit just ain't fair. And to be surrounded by all this shit that's happening is just fucked up. But I just wanted to I knew it'd be hard to share, but I wanted to bring up what they were going through so we can help, and I can help it in whatever way I can. You know what I mean?
You get so mad at yourself when you're emotional about completely understandable shit to be emotional about, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's like fucking like you got close family friends going through the worst shit. Like of course it's emotional. You know what I mean? But the devastation of it, like you talked about, is like that's every house is a family like that, and it's as we've seen, you know, on the news and shit. It's just horrific what's happened. That you have whole neighborhoods and communities wiped out, like you said. So, please help. You know, if you're a Jenkins and Jones fan, help John's family friends out. But there's also a ton of need everywhere. You know, you go on social media. I know we're kind of, you know, that's our we explain to the kids that's what our family disposable income for the next couple of weeks is going to, is just everyone we see that we can help out in some little way. That's what it's our responsibility to try and do. And like I was just telling y'all, Char's best friend, her maid of honor is down here, you know, was evacuated out of Pasadena 2 days ago. Like it's crazy. And I think when you don't live in Southern California, it's kind of wild because I've had so many people hitting me up thinking that like we're, you know, John, like you and me are like that. Everyone is sort of gone. It's like, it's such a big area. But what people don't understand is like just the one fire in the Palisades is the size of Manhattan, the whole fucking island of Manhattan. You know what I mean?
15,000 acres, they said. You know what I mean? That one fire. So yeah, man. It's just like I woke up with ash on my car. You know what I mean? Like I brought baby girl to school yesterday, and she covered her own mouth and nose because of like the, you know what I mean? It looked, you know, like it was the sepia toned, like city, like the smoke over it. Like she was like, oh, like she felt like she couldn't breathe that shit. The air quality was at what? AQI was at what? 400 or something. It's just insane, bro. Just insane. And then to see the imagery of these people that have lost things, and then to find out that people you know and loved are a part of this too, it's just, oh man. Whew.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's fucking, I don't know. It's the horrible part of Southern California, the cyclical nature of mudslides and wildfires and, you know, the shit that comes with being out here. Yeah, I mean, knock on wood, we haven't had a bad earthquake in 30 years, but like that's statistically that's gonna come, you know, like for me, you mentioned as a dad, it's like for me as a dad, like I didn't used to trip off anything when it was just me and Shar. It was like I'll be on an airplane. If it was some turbulence, I'm like, well, like I had a good run. You know, like, you know, that's my response to everything. If I had a cold, like, oh, well, if I don't get better, like, you know, I had fun. But you know, when we had kids, it's like you could come around in my house at any moment and grab any piece of furniture you want and try and knock it over. Everything's earthquake strap. Like that, I get like that was just what how my brain dealt with the anxiety of being a dad, is like just disaster prepping. But there's nothing you could do about fires, bro. Like you can't move your house. You can't, you know, you just have to hope basically that the worst lottery in the universe doesn't land on you. It's awful. And you know, I just, this has just been heavy on my mind in addition to thinking about all the people we know affected and the people we don't know affected as well. Like
For sure.
I just feel like when we were younger, bro, and something horrible would happen, there was space to process how horrible the thing was that happened before it was being co-opted in 15 different directions by conspiracy theorists. And like, and I want to be clear because I know we've talked shit on conservatives on this show plenty of times, but like, this is a bipartisan issue that we are fucked as a species right now, and our ability to like process information in a given space without it being overrun by misinformation and conspiracies. And like, there's so much factually wrong information flying around. I'm not just talking about like random people on Twitter going viral. Like the LA Times was running with incorrect information about the fire department budget,
for sure. Yeah.
about, you know, like, you know, Josh was just saying like the LA fire department chief has to go on TV and be like, we did not run out of water. The fire hydrants are not empty. Like the wind was so high. The reason the Palisades shit intensified the way it did, whereas the Hollywood Hills fire, they were able to knock down faster, is the wind was so bad you couldn't fly the planes over. And the planes that drop water are the most effective way that you can fight fires in the hills, because to get water up there to spray, you need electricity and hydraulics. And when there's a fire, they turn the power stations off so that it doesn't make the fucking fire worse, which makes it harder to like pump the water up for a firefighter with a truck to spray it. So the most effective thing they have is flying these planes over. And if the winds are going 80 miles an hour, you're not going to fly a fucking twin prop over a fire. Like the truth that like the internet seems to have made it harder for us to grasp is that horrible things happen. Is a cost of being alive. Like horrible things happen, natural disasters happen, but you don't have to blame a mayor or a fire department or everyone's running wild with DEI is why the LA doesn't have enough firefighters. Like this shit is everywhere. And it is actually, to be honest with you, the sad thing is the best credible information, Mina Kimes tweeted about this yesterday, is like the TV news. That's like actually vetting the information. They're actually talking directly to firefighters and the fire chief. And like, but newspapers are out there with incorrect shit. Individual people out there with incorrect shit. Like, and natural disasters are when you need everyone to get accurate, credible information so that they know how to handle the situation. And instead, we're wasting all our energy on like homeless, mentally deranged Mexican immigrants are setting the fire. Like, what are we doing? Like, there's so much need and loss that we need to deal with. And we're not, that's not where we're putting, I mean, people are putting a lot of energy into that. I don't mean to say people aren't.
They're sharing mutual aid organizations and all that as well. But yeah, also we're trying to see what's going on. And I'm seeing LA Times sharing that the fire department ran out of water. You know what I mean? Like,
and the fire department saying like, no, the reservoirs are all filled up. There's mechanical issues. Like that would be great when we could figure out how to run electrical lines through a wildfire to help fight the wildfire. That would be a big technological innovation. There probably are people working on trying to figure something like that out. But like, I just feel like
the funding information was incorrect too. You know what I'm saying? Didn't you say that as well?
Well, I mean, it's a big like, and actually, one place the news was horrible was Fox 11 News had Rick Caruso, who lost the mayorship. He was the conservative-backed billionaire. He lost the election against Karen Bass. I don't give a fuck about LA politics. I'm not like pro Karen Bass, Rick Caruso, like whatever. I have no dog in the I have no dog in the fight. But they let him go on TV for like 10 minutes to talk about what she cut all the fire department funding, all this other stuff. I think the fire department funding is up 50 million or something over the time that she's been the mayor. So like there was a 1% decrease or something and whatever. But like the other thing I would say, because we deal with this in Long Beach, the first thing people take money out of is disaster and emergency preparedness. That's every community across this country. Like this is why you can't do that. But if you're looking at like, oh, I have to pave this road right now, or I could be better prepared for something that might not happen, politicians are going to tend towards the thing that's right in front of me right now, the problem I can solve right now, I should do that. And we don't have the attention span or willpower to think about infrastructure upgrades and shit like that. But that's what is needed. If you live in Southern California, John, you remember you talking about the palm trees? They're going to have to replace all the palm trees because they're all planted in the 50s and they're all going to die out in LA like at the same time.
Yeah.
That's everything in LA was built in the 50s. Like, because there was like 10 years where there was willpower around like, oh, okay, we got to do flood control. We got to do all this other stuff. But like all that needs to be replaced. Like we have to figure all that out. And instead we're yelling at each other about the fire hydrants. Like, or see if we would have killed all the homeless people.
By untruths.
Fires. Right.
Which is crazy. Yeah, such a waste of energy, bro. Let's work on helping these folks.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll continue to share the links. Like we said, John's family friend. You can help them at the link that's in the chat right now. We'll put that up. Jackson, we put that in the social.
If you're not, watching the chat right now, it's in the YouTube description and it'll be in the pod description as well.
For sure. And I'm sorry, I don't know if that's inappropriate for me to like go off on a tangent or whatever. It's really been like, that's been part of what's made me so kind of hopeless about this is the wildfires do happen every year, but I don't remember before going on the internet and just seeing people arguing about bullshit. Like,
I think that's important to like speak to the truth to that shit. So we aren't arguing about this bullshit. We can focus on what really is happening and what really can be done to help.
Yeah.
And not waste our energy. I'm seeing a lot of people fighting in those comments saying this is just unhelpful, and it is. It's just all that shit.
Yeah.
If it's spreading untruths is just never helpful, but definitely not now.
The other thing Mina tweeted out that I wanted to highlight was just, obviously all the people who are working to fight the fires. She said she had the TV news on. They were watching the helicopters do the drops on the Hollywood Hills. Like she said, it was like Steph Curry dropping dimes.
That shit is
the way they hit that shit is
the
way they hit that shit is crazy, bro. And
Bro,
thank God
get
for
him the
those
Purple
people.
Heart, whatever the fuck you can get him. Hey, laud them with awards for sure.
All right. You want to talk about funny shit or how do I?
Yeah, man. I need that. The fuck, I'm on this bitch balling, bitch. I almost got to
That's what came out
crumble,
last night.
nigga.
How do I
I'm
get
like,
anything?
nigga.
How do I consume anything else other than this?
Yeah,
right now?
well, let's tap into something different.
All right. Well, I got my meat box from my good friend Tyler. And so unlike John, I will be eating.
Meat talk.
I'm the dookie butt because I already dookied out my meat bucks. You know what I mean?
I have the sausages for dinner last night before I went and covered a basketball game, and then Shar and I are about to have the what's the name of the restaurant that inspired the chicken, the grilled chicken?
Maidon.
Yeah, Shar and I are about to have the Maidon chicken on those sliders tonight. So
yeah,
we should just raw it? I shouldn't put any barbecue sauce on it or whatever.
I mean,
no,
it's
Don't
do
okay.
it. Don't do
Don't
it.
All right, for sure.
Don't you dare.
Him and I had a little assortment platter last night, and
oh, you had
everything
some last
is
night
perfect.
too. That's cool. Okay, so two of us.
Yeah, we had some last night.
So
I did a little unboxing video if we want to show the people the goods.
I'm just glad
we show the
everybody
people-
but John can eat Tyler's cooking today. Yesterday. That's great.
I was talking this shit, man.
Talking about shit. I enjoyed that shit. It was worth it too, my nigga. Adrian hit me up this, like I told you, Adrian, him sharing it with friends, like this nigga Tyler different. You know what I'm saying? He hit me up this morning just to talk about it. He needed somebody to share this information with. He hiding the meat from his children, nigga. You feel me? He ended up sharing, obviously, but at first he was eating that shit up in the attic cold, nigga.
Yeah, bro. He called me and he was whispering on the phone, telling me he was eating that shit in the attic because he didn't want his family to have any.
Didn't want his family. Then he hid the box in the back of the refrigerator and got hurt when Morgan was like, yo, I smell barbecue. Tyler's boss came. You wasn't gonna tell me this, nigga?
Bro, it's so precious that I recorded an unboxing video before Kim got home from work. She has to go into an office to work. And she came home when I was like, I did an unboxing today. And she's like, you unboxed it without me? You opened it up without me? And I was like, well, yeah, I just kind of got caught up in the excitement. And she was like, well, at least you didn't eat any. And I was like, no, I did not eat any without you.
Tyler, I know you probably wouldn't do this.
That's the commentary from
this
Adrian.
nigga Tyler really can grill. And he telling it because I sent y'all this meat that Skip be making, right? Tyler, he said, yeah, Skip go crazy too.
Yeah, Skip cold
and
too.
So,
yeah.
Skip cold as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, he was sharing it with a real griller, nigga. Like, he was like, hey, bro, might have to have a grill off. I'll be the taste tester.
I will. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Where do I need to fly to? Nigga?
Yeah.
It, you know what I mean?
Nah, man, it's just, and then we also had a good time in the group chat because Jackson, it was delivered to Jackson's up in Oregon. And it was delivered to his place, and he didn't realize because he lives in a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon up there,
that
bro.
Shit looked like that was Wile E. Coyote door that motherfucker had. It looked like the set of Yellowstone, nigga. I'm like, why I ought to ass motherfucking setting, nigga. Shit. Where the fuck do you stand, bro? That shit crazy.
What happened is, so Kim is in Oregon right now, and she's staying at her friend's place, and it like has this like gate at the top, like where you park. You have to walk down this area to get to the house, and so I'm sitting working from the couch just so I can look out the living room window, just because it's right where you walk up to for a FedEx person to drop the box off. I'm just sitting there the whole day working to make sure
like a dog waiting for its owner to come home,
just waiting for the person to bring the package. Right, all day I'm like, damn, it still hasn't showed up. Did something go wrong with the shipping? I texting Mike like, yo, can you let me know when you get yours? I don't have any tracking or nothing. Like, Mike texted the group chat. I got mine. I was like, no fucking way, dude. The FedEx burned me. And then Tyler sends the FedEx like it's been delivered picture, and it's just outside the gate right up at the top. And I ran out there. It's 35 degrees outside. I ran out there. I was like, okay, I do got to put shoes on. I don't want to freeze my feet. I put shoes on. I just ran out there, looked around, opened the gate up, and ran back inside like I was a kid on Christmas, bro.
Lucky Bugs Bunny didn't take your shit, nigga.
Jackson's out there with his mustache and his 6-shooters. Just God dang it.
I was out there for like 3 hours. Someone could have taken it, but it's so cold over here that it stayed fresh, you know? Dang nabbit!
That was the dag nabbitest ass photo I've ever seen. That fucking waving bro, drop the
it is
picture.
kind of
no, never does do that. But yeah, but that's hilarious though.
It did make me want to play Red Dead 2, bro. It made me real bad. It made me real bad want to fucking go rob your place, to be honest with you. Just fucking hop my horse right over that fence. And...
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Don't jigga don't jigga don't jigga don't jigga don't ass fucking door. No.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, ass door.
You feel me? Meet me at high noon.
Yo,
the hell?
Oh, I hate we can't. We obviously can't share the photo, but I hate we can't share the photo because it's one of those things where it's funny to hear y'all talk about that. But if you could show everyone what it looks like right now, they'd start laughing even harder because of how accurate it is. The joke.
I saw that shit. I'm like, you on a set of Yellowstone, nigga? What the fuck is this? Me?
Oh shit.
Southern Oregon, a lot of space.
Yeah. Interesting. Architecture.
I will tell you two things about how much we value the Tyler box when it arrives. First of all, the first year, Tyler, I lied to you. I didn't share one bite of that shit with my family. I did the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing. No, because he asked me. He said because he wanted to because he's a good friend and a good gentleman. He asked if Shar was pleased with it, and I was like, absolutely.
He loved every bite, every morsel,
morsel.
Yeah. And I did tell Shar, I came clean to Shar. I said, if Tyler asks you if you like that food, you could tell him I lied to him. But I really appreciate you sent those ginger cookies because I just handed those. I mean, they were really good. And then I handed them straight to the kids. It was like, this is what you get. You are not going to get, I will let you have you can split one cube of the chicken, but the chicken is for the grownups.
Just to say you experienced it, but this is adult food. Okay?
That's right. This is NC-17. Yeah.
You feel me? Leave the room.
Yeah. Your mom and I are actually going to make sure you're in bed with the doors shut before we eat this chicken.
Before we make sweet love to this chicken.
The way the smells filled the house when you heated it back up, I'm like, I was drawn to like a flame. The kids would have been pursuing that.
I'm telling you, saw me straight.
I'm gonna nail their doors shut.
I'm telling you, saw me straight. When I let her eat that chicken, there was 3 pieces left, and she said, "Are these mine?" I'm like a motherfucker that don't eat meat. Yeah. Bullied my shit. Like, nigga, are these mine? Put her whole ass 3-year-old hands over that shit. Crazy.
So my other story, I was out yesterday when it was delivered. And just so you know, Jackson, this is how seriously I take this shit. The reason I get those updates is because when he sent it the first time, I registered my address with FedEx so that I get email updates on anything sent to me. And I don't give a fuck about any of those updates. I don't give a fuck about any of those updates except when fucking Tyler sent, when the meat is in the air.
When the pigs are flying.
That you care about.
But I was out working yesterday. I got the email. I drove home, and I want y'all to know I was literally on the phone with the mayor of Long Beach when I pulled up to my house. And I pulled up to my house, and I saw the box there, and I went, bro, I'm going to have to call you back. You talking
to the
mayor in the house.
Makes me think of the Spider-Man meme. You know what I mean? You on the phone with the mayor, nigga? Like, crazy.
It's like I got some
people's champ and the voted in champ. You
know John, how did you get unshadow banned from Twitter? For those of you who don't tag John regularly in shows, maybe this doesn't affect your life as much as it affects Jackson's, but you can now search for and tag Jenkins on Twitter again. So what did you, I know you didn't bend the knee, bro. So how did you get out of the doghouse?
I had bought because I was, we trying to share shit and you can't even find me. I didn't really realize that till people were actually searching my name, typing it all the way in, and you couldn't even find me.
When you
Like,
put
you had
the,
to-
when you put the S in LaJethro Jenkins, it still just says
It
like
still
there's
was
nothing
like
there.
this person.
I have to search it, and then it pops up in like tweets that you're mentioned in, like from somebody else,
And then you have
like,
to click
replies,
that.
and
Bro,
that's how I have to find your
crazy. But I had bought that, like, so I was trying to, because there's no like HR there anymore. Like, there's not like anybody or like help me, whatever the fuck. I can't hit anybody. There's no customer service I can hit up to try to like, yo, this has been happening for years. You feel what I'm saying? So I bought it for like a month and then like unbought it. Nigga, I canceled that shit. And all of a sudden, my shit, what's crazy is while I actually had bought spent the $8, like, it was still shadow banned. And then when I like canceled it, like, it's so backwards. So I guess that's how it happened. We'll see how long it lasts, because it happened before, where it seemed like I was on shadow banned and you could tag me, and then then I was shadow banned again. I'm like, nigga, I use Twitter. How you shadow ban me again? I'll barely be on that motherfucker now.
Didn't
Crazy,
it happen?
yeah.
Didn't it happen because it spoke the way you normally speak? Was it?
I
And
mean,
then they
yeah,
said
but
it
I
was a
mean,
racial slur or something.
What really happened was me and Tyler. It was during the fire. We were talking about the fire outfit that
The Arby's?
the actual flame outfit that when we were arguing
Oh,
that Slow Mo was
Tucker
wearing. No,
PJ
Slow Mo,
Tucker
and
was
then
wearing.
PJ Tucker put it on too, and I was
Okay.
saying how, like, look, this shit. Toddy's like, no, it's different. You was me and you was arguing. I was like, but PJ Tucker is a, I called him like a art like an art show attending ass nigga. And like that was the final straw. I said nigga one too many times. You know what I'm saying? Like the 40,000th time we're gonna get you, LaJethro Jenkins. And so for 2 years I was shadow banned. It was crazy. Somebody actually like reported it for it's like somebody reported it and then it was like I don't know. But yeah, weird shit.
you're back.
You are back.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I
Yeah.
can't get that motherfucking blue badge off my shit to save my life, dog. That shit, I hate seeing that shit, dog. I really do. I just saw
it. I just saw it and went, yeah. So what happened with that? They just stuck it on you?
They just stuck it on popular accounts. And bro, I got like 220,000 followers in that, and they gave me that shit. And like that's why I changed the animals in America's Musty, because if you change your screen name, it'll take that shit off for a while. But bro, I can't keep doing that shit like every 2-3 days. I don't feel like doing that shit. But yeah, man.
It puts it back on like that fast.
It takes like only like 2 or so days after you do that shit.
If you have a certain amount of like blue checks following you, they're gonna give you a blue check. That's like what they've done. And shit, anybody that has any sense is following you, niggas. So you fucked. You can't
Elon really tried to force me to be down with him. I do not fuck with that dude, dog. No, get that shit.
We know
off
the
my
heart
account.
of you. We know where your heart's really at, man.
Yeah. 225,000 followers.
No judgment.
Don't short yourself. Those 5,000.
And I'll be retweeting shit when people like these blue checks to do anything for engagement. When someone says some wild shit, I'll be retweeting that shit too. And I got that shit against my will. I am not one of them, dog. I hate seeing that shit, man.
It's like the reverse of the shit where you snatch the metal off someone's chest. Is the reverse of that. You're snatching it off yourself, and he just keeps sticking it back on you. No, fuck you.
No, you're one of my friends. No, the fuck I'm not, motherfucker. I can't stand that dude, dog.
All right, let's talk a little basketball. We had a historic matchup between the Cavs and the Thunder last night. Turned out to be a great game. That Cavs team, brother.
Hey, they legit, bro. They legit. I feel like we are very much a podcast that holds ourselves accountable. And we were wrong, coming into the season about those Cavs. I think when we did our season preview, we were like, the Cavs are solid. We don't expect them to do anything in the playoffs. They are looking like the best team in the league right about now. And last night's game was incredible, bro. The number one offense versus the number one defense. And for Cleveland to get 129 points on 100 possessions versus the number 1 defense in the league, bro. With Donovan having a stinker, he only had 11
1 for 11 in the third quarter, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was really sticking it up. They had to sit him for a while, and they still ran the score up during that time period. It was crazy.
Seven Cavs players scoring in double digits. That front court was doing work, bro.
Crazy.
Mobley and Jarrett, like what? That might be the best 4 or 5 duo in the league for real. Like they are incredible. Evan Mobley just cannot speak enough about the strides he's taken this season. He's knocking on 20 and 10. He's going to be an all defense guy again. Bro, Jarrett Allen, he was looking like the best Cav out there last night, like just impacting so much. And dog, it's just an incredible game. 30 lead changes in that game. It was an incredible game, bro.
The off-ball action for the Cavs, I mean, they made that shit look so easy at moments, bro. You know what I mean? Just like it shit was so sharp. They could how many offensive rebounds did they get in big moments of the game? You know what I mean? Like the front court, the guards are shifty as hell, can't stay in front of them. You know what I mean? Like, bro, just the shooting. You know, they consistently find the open man. That was some fun ass basketball. You know what I mean? If you ask why I don't watch the Lakers, because this exists. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watch more OKC. You know what I'm saying? I love Shai's game. I think it's one of the more beautiful games in the league. You know, he scores on every level. Like, I think he's up there with Kyrie as far as the beauty of his game. But the Cavs as a whole, man, that was extremely impressive, bro.
Let me read a couple stats from our guy Nikias Duncan. Did some stat work on Darius Garland in 43 clutch minutes so far this season. He's plus 56, which is the best in the NBA. He is 13 of 17 from inside the arc. He is 3 of 7 from deep, and he is 10 of 10 from the free throw line. He also has a 9-to-1 assist turnover ratio in clutch minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he pointed out that he doesn't have a ton of clutch minutes because they've been beating the dog shit out of everybody.
Put 149 on Denver, dog. Like, goddamn.
Jesus.
But yeah, man, that's a fun team. I'm with you. I like OKC's style. You know what I mean? Like that it's the style of basketball I like watching, where they play defense and they have I agree with you about Shai's game. But that Cavs team they're a wagon, brother. As the
Defensively
kids would say.
too, bro. They was getting their hands on everything, bro. You know what I mean? Like not just protecting the cup out at the guard. You know, like they were getting their hands on everything. I mean, they're just a solid team in every way. I mean, we'll see what happens playoff time. You feel me? Like when the pressure ratchets up a little bit, but I think they got it, G. I think they got it. I think
the Cavs.
I think the Cavs got it. I think the Cavs. I'm not saying I think they'll win it. I'm saying I think the Cavs got whatever it takes to go as far as they. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm curious. I want a Boston fan's perspective here, Jackson, because if I think that I'm a Boston fan, I'm paying attention to seeding now, because if you've got to go through New York and Cleveland, that's a tough hill to climb, bro. Like, how are you feeling right now about the prospects of the Celtics coming out the East?
I feel pretty good still. I mean, I think Kristaps had his best game of the season the other night as well. So that is encouraging. I think the Cavs look awesome. The Cavs look fucking awesome. And I think I underrated the leap that Evan Mobley was bound to make. Obviously, he's so young. I think I underrated that. And I think maybe a lot of people kind of thought that last season's Darius Garland season was more than a one-off season. If he was playing like he did last season, I would not have the faith in the Cavaliers to do anything in the playoffs. I love Darius Garland. 2 years ago, I was to my friends, not out loud, getting a takeoff that I thought Darius Garland might be the Cavaliers' best player. That's probably not true, but I love Darius Garland, and so the fact that he's playing as well as he's playing this year, combined with the Evan Mobley leap, makes them gives them a drastically different playoff outlook than they had in years past. Evan Mobley being able to, they have this two big starting lineup, which is amazing, but the versatility of Mobley to be able to play center as well and let them go small if they want to, they are super versatile because of a guy like Evan Mobley, and they're scary. I don't know. I mean, I think the Celtics should still be the favorite in the East, but the Cavaliers look awesome. The Knicks look better. The Celtics have been a little bit up and down recently. I think seeding is interesting. I mean, I think that they're not catching Cleveland. I don't think they're catching Cleveland, even though there's a lot of season left. But I don't think they're catching Cleveland for the 1 seed. They're battling with New York for the 2 seed right now. I expect them to hold the ground there and get to keep the 2 seed, but I don't know. I mean, it would be tough to have to win 2 road series against the Knicks and the Cavs. One very hard-nosed defensive team, and then one sort of offensive juggernaut. 2 very different styles. So I don't know. It's a lot. I'll say this: when we had this conversation in like November, late November, maybe, I was like,
I notice you're not referring to the Cavs as cute in the answer.
They're not cute. No, they've graduated from cute. I think they've graduated from cute. I think they've officially graduated from cute. We'll see how tight Donovan Mitchell's booty hole gets in round 2 and round 3.
I mean, but we saw last night the booty hole was tight as a motherfucker. They didn't need that.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't need that. That's very true.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
To Tyler's point, part of that probably because they were at home. Like that, it definitely helps.
They have solid ass role players. You know what I'm saying? Great decision makers. When
Donovan was in the chat that they're 17-1 when Dean Wade plays at all, which is Dean Wade. Like, kind of who cares about Dean Wade? But they're 17-1 with him. There's also a rematch of this game next week, Thursday. We might have to go live after.
I'm down.
Yeah, that's gonna be a doozy.
Yeah. It's gonna be a doozy. Is it gonna be at OKC though?
Let me check.
Well, yeah.
It's at OKC, and it's a 4:30 game. But then the late game is Rockets Kings.
Also, Evan Mobley's a bucket. So, in big moments when they need a bucket, they were calling his number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Donovan Mitchell on the team, that's crazy.
That's something that I think we should highlight is how good those Cleveland guards like Donovan and Darius are at passing out of the double, because we saw OKC sending the double on them a lot, and they were finding those guys down low. They were finding Evan and Jared down low, and Evan and Jared were making those touches count, bro. Like they're just a nightmare offensively. You can't do anything with them. But to OKC's credit, Caruso was out. They'll have Chet by playoff time. And they're still the number 1 defense in the league, and they're only going to get better when Chet comes back. Of course, when Caruso comes back too. So yeah, man, that could potentially be a finals preview, but I don't know. I still, they're going to have to prove it. I still think the Celtics.
The script writers don't want it to be the finals, but I'd tap the fuck in. What we saw last night was special.
The DraftKings odds currently are Celtics 1, Thunder still 2, Cavs 3. So interested to see how that those lines move. One other doozy last night, we got a great Giannis and Wemby showdown that I thoroughly enjoyed as a Giannis fan, because what Wemby's doing this year, if you're not tapped in, is crazy. He's already top 10 in the league in scoring. He's averaging 4 blocks a game, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the ascent has been, I think, even faster for him than even some of us who are pretty bullish on Wemby might have predicted. But Giannis just said, "Fuck you, bro. I'm stronger." Like, it was just it was straight up bully ball. I loved it, bro. I watched the whole shit. He was backing him down. It was great, bro.
Bro, the game started off right with Wemby having 2 incredible buckets when he got Andre Jackson in the air on that pump fake and then shot that 1-legged 3, and then he did the up and under when he took Giannis baseline. Ridiculous, right? And it's like Giannis saw that and was like, the shit stops now. He was like, that's enough of that.
The Bucks.
That's enough of that. He had 5 points on those 2 buckets I mentioned. He scored again one more time in the first quarter, and he didn't score again for the rest of the half. He went into the second half only having 7 points once Giannis locked in on him. So, bro, like we're all big Wemby guys, but I feel like last night that was a lesson. Youngin, you still got some work to do, because what
the second half looked like. Did y'all watch the second half? I mean, yeah.
Wemby finished 10-10. He had 3 points in the second half. So yeah,
wow.
As high as we
are,
it
was down 20. And
Giannis is. Hey, let me throw some advanced analytics at you. Giannis's belt to ass numbers were incredible last night.
Look, his BTA numbers were insane.
He led the league in BTA last night.
Bro, I saw the first half, bro. I'm like, yo, who is this nigga Green? I ain't really tapped in. That motherfucker was shooting that bitch from. Letting that thing go.
My favorite Giannis possession on Wemby was, at one point, they weren't always guarding each other the whole game, but at one point, and Giannis wasn't always like playing super high level intensity defensively, but at one point it was like ISO, and Giannis really got up on him and forced him all the way back to like retreat all the way back to half court. And Wemby's like, yo, give me a fucking screen. Let me get switched off on this guy. and he just like needed a switch. I was like, yo, when Giannis is like, I'm going to, for one single possession, turn
Get
this
in
person's
your
life into
fucking
hell.
shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Really do that. He doesn't do it every possession because he doesn't have to, and he's got a lot of other things to do.
32 a
But
game,
when he's
bro. That's
like, right now, this possession is going to be my possession. On defense, it's crazy.
It's a lot of fun, but that's why he's for me right now. Still, we talk about Shai's game is beautiful. Wemby's upside. Giannis is still for me my favorite guy. Like that's the dude I'm the most excited to see in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Also the decision making of Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Getting into that, you know what I'm saying, that low, getting into mid range, making decisions from there, like backing down. That's how they enter the offense. With them backing down and making decisions from like the mid range, and then and being able to reverse pivot and shoot now. Like that little fade away.
Yeah, he hit a lot of tough jumpers.
Head in his faces. You know what I mean? Like okay, my nigga. Efficient as a motherfucker.
And I just feel like he's looking at Wemby and remembers being a talented, skinny dude when he first got into the NBA. He's like, you know what I hated? When motherfuckers would lean on me.
Yeah. I feel like that was the message that was sent last night. Like, yo, we all know you're on your way, but you ain't there yet, young. And you gotta get your weight up literally and figuratively. You feel me?
Seeing him working at high post was fun though, bro. That was like his game. Like that's a very just some fine street sharking. You know what I mean? It's not, it ain't the dirty shit, motherfucker. It's like the bad, you know what I'm saying? It's been expanded, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Gotta give him his credit.
Are any of y'all playing Marvel Rivals?
Nah. How is it, man?
I've been on that shit, bro. I suck
at
all
it?
these.
Do you like it? Because what turned me off from it, it looks real phone appy. You know what I mean? It looks like real phone app games.
I fuck with it. I don't really play those type of games because like what else is in that category? It's like Overwatch and shit like that. Like I don't, all the teenagers play this shit. I don't play it. It was like Marvel and it was winter break, and I knew Shar got me a video game for Christmas, but I didn't have it yet, so I couldn't be a Viking yet. You know what I mean? So I downloaded it. But every time there's a mini game on there for the holidays that's got Jeff in it. It's Jeff. He's a shark. That's Maya's favorite character, so I always do the mini game because she finds it funny. One of his moves is he'll submerge and go around in the concrete and then pop back up. Every time I do it, I think about Giannis.
Oh man,
gotta bust your ass. Yeah, I fuck with it though, Tyler. I just like there's a lot of it's crazy how many different like power sets there are. So you could be like Moon Knight, or you could be Iron Man, or you could be Hela, or you could be like all these different, you could be Doctor Strange with the magic shit. You could be someone who just heals your teammates as your whole shit. And for me, bro, I don't play these type of games. So I've just been the Punisher and Star-Lord. I'm just a
shoot 'em up.
Either an angry white man or a white man who cracks jokes and shoots guns. Like that's the video game experience I have.
Yeah.
That's GoldenEye to me. Like that, it makes sense to me when I'm running around with a gun. You know what I mean? The flying, casting spells shit. Like I don't have that in my bag yet. One big basketball story that I don't think we talked about. Did we talk about meth streams and crack streams getting shut down?
Oh, rest in peace, bro. Jeez, I was using the fuck out of them, dog.
Oh yeah.
Nah, we haven't talked about it. I was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and I was planning on upping my usage when YouTube TV went to $82 a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a month. Geez, so I don't know what we're gonna do over here, man. But yeah, bro. I mean, sometimes because I'm in LA and can't watch LA games through YouTube TV, I was watching a lot of basketball games that weren't being aired through there or NBA TV, on through mess streams, and yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. That was my fight night go-to, dog. Like any boxing match, UFC match, dog. That's where I was.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a dude in Long Beach that I won't put his info out there because he doesn't want to get his shit shut down or whatever. Because I've asked him if I could promote it, but he'll do he uses IG Live. He'll go on IG Live, but that's what I have so many friends who watch his stuff because he does commentary and he's funny.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Hey, so yeah, bro. I can't believe you've been hiding that. That's good content, bro.
No. I sent it to y'all during the it was like a Mayweather
Devin Haney fight.
No, it was like Mayweather. This was he's been doing this shit for years. I sent it to y'all this like
a long time ago?
multiple years ago. Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
And I don't watch a lot of fights, but whenever I see his shit is on live, I'm always like, is it a fight I'm interested in at all right now? Like let me let me spend 10 minutes over here. First of all, I'm in a blessed situation over here. I got to unlock I gotta.
Can you say this? Can you say this?
No,
Can you say this? Can you say this?
I have
No,
League
don't say
Pass.
it. Don't
I
say
have
it.
no. I have
Okay.
League Pass. I have
Okay.
the ability to watch every NBA game on linear television.
Okay.
Okay.
You was gonna set yourself up, nigga. You know that people might be watching, nigga. Big brother.
I too
I'm
have
not
League
worried
Pass.
about
I too
setting
have-
myself up. I'm worried about
Okay.
setting my friend up. But
Yeah,
yeah, no.
use-
So I can watch the games on TV, and then we also have because DirecTV has a deal with Spectrum, we could watch the Lakers and Dodgers shit here. But I have so many friends who live in Southern California that can't get Spectrum, that just
Yeah.
don't have the ability to watch the
Lakers
Lakers and the
game.
Dodgers. And they're literally like, some of them are literally like, I would pay almost any number you would throw at me for League Pass or whatever that would let me do this. And you just can't, it's just impossible. So they use the different stream sites. That has to be factored into the NBA ratings Discord.
Has to be.
Yeah.
League Pass, bro. League Pass is not as good as you think, bro. Like, not as good as you would think, being like, you think you're gonna be watching every game. There's so many games that you just can't watch. There's a lot of good games that I was planning that when I had League Pass, because people were like, because I was telling them I couldn't watch certain games, and they were like, why don't you get League Pass? I'm like, bro, for whatever reason, like, all the rights have been sold in particular ways where they can't show the fucking games. There's so many good games that I couldn't watch, so I just gave up on League Pass, bro.
That's horrible.
It's horrible.
Like, why make it that hard for people to consume your product?
To watch your yes. So
I don't know. Anyway.
Funniest thing about the crack streams, mess streams thing to me though, everyone was making this joke on Twitter, was that when you if you go to the site now, the guy said, I'll be taking a break from live streaming, is what it says on the thing. You're gonna be taking a break from illegal streaming? Like, what the hell does that mean?
if
bro.
he is, he's earned it.
Hey,
He's doing good work for a long time, man. You know,
He's put us. If it's one guy, he's put us all on his back
Hey,
for a
Purple
long
Heart
time.
too, man. You know what I mean? He been holding the people down.
Maybe he got a bag from NBA League Pass. They were like, "Yo, you're
that's
hurting
the
numbers."
smartest
like,
shit they could have done. We'll give you
Cash.
$1 million.
Smartest shit they could have done is not
No.
like,
Yeah, correct. I just mean
break up. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah. Go ahead.
I just mean, like, if they're trying to shut the shit down rather than trying like DDoS or CIA attacks on the guy, just paying someone off, that is like that actually would make a lot of sense. Jackson, drug dealers take vacations too, bro. Like,
that's true.
you know,
I see
you're streaming, you got to take a break. You know, like maybe
Hey,
you have
drug
a kid or
dealers changing the
something.
game too. Like they they have like deals and shit now. They have brands and shit. They're brand like it's a different type of world, bro.
The weeds the weed strain shit.
The weed techs are so good, bro.
The grip that the branding on weed strains has on Southern California is fucking crazy,
Bro.
Like, it's just truly.
I mean, when that train wreck dropped, I was getting some fire ass texts, bro. They were my homie was getting real creative, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, having deals and shit. I'm like, this feel like he really got a business, bro. Yeah, he holding it down, bro. Good for him.
Tyler,
Packaging was top tier, all of that.
Tyler,
Yes.
your local zoo, the Richmond Zoo, has a new acquisition. It's a pygmy hippo. Pygmy hippos are very in right now because of Mudang.
The hippos du
Where's
jour
Summer?
right now.
And I would like you to explain how this is you as an annoying husband, which I still think we should have monthly competitions between the three of us for who could be the most annoying husband. I'm confident I would be Michael
We
Phelps.
should document it. We should document it.
Could you explain how this was you winning the annoying husband lottery?
All right, so I mentioned before, Mudang. Everyone knows Mudang, pyro sensation, and Summer just confessed to me one day that she thinks Mudang is ugly. She called her a wet piece of shit. Exact words. She said, "I cannot tell which end is her face and which end is her ass." She does not like that little baby hippo. And the funny shit is, I told her, hey, shit's been going downhill for Mudang ever since she picked Donald Trump to win the election anyway. So the internet kind of turned on her because she ate some melons out of a Donald Trump bowl. The internet is a very fucking weird place. But then I got the news that the Richmond Zoo got a baby pygmy hippo, bro. And I was like, the annoying husband gods have smiled on me. I cannot believe this. I have been annoying the shit out. I have been sending her pics like I basically use Mudang and Poppy. Poppy's the name of the rich one. Those are my reaction memes now, dog. like those are my reaction memes. I got like a dozen pictures of some baby hippos that I throw out when I want to, just kind of annoy my wife a bit, bro. And dog, like I have, and the funny shit is though, she has legitimately agreed to go into the zoo when shit gets warmer and checking out Poppy. So I want to see if maybe in person she'll change her tune, or if she's gonna call Poppy a wet piece of shit to her face. We'll see.
A wet piece of shit. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, she cooked with that one.
What piece of shit is the funniest insult
Put a
I've
ribbon.
ever heard?
Give her a ribbon. You have to give her a card, bro. Thank you for your service. That is fucking hilarious. I don't know the front end from the back end. Oh,
yeah,
bro, nigga, crazy.
She cooked.
She cooked. Man.
Yeah, but we for sure.
Ass up.
We for sure gonna do a date day when we go out there and check out Poppy, like in the spring or so. So I'll keep y'all posted.
Okay, I'm excited.
A wet
piece of shit.
That little innocent baby hippo.
Points were made. Yeah, that is a wet. To you, it's a cute piece of shit, but it's a wet piece of shit for sure.
That motherfucker do be greasy as hell. I mean, that's just hippos. They love that water shit.
Shining like a motherfucker. That motherfucker glistening. It looked like a glistening ass piece of shit. Shit body built ass hippo. That's what the fuck it is, nigga. You know what I mean? And the face do look like a booty hole, nigga. You cannot deny that.
Can't deny it.
Can't deny it.
All right. Speaking of wet pieces of shit whose face looks like a booty hole, Hogan got booed at the Netflix WWE event in LA last week. Earlier this week. Gentlemen, I know you're both dedicated Hulk Hogan haters. How happy did it make you to see that moment?
Fuck Hulk Hogan, man. And I say fuck Hulk Hogan because he's someone who I loved as a kid, bro.
Man.
Dog. Like Hulk Hogan,
the
Hulkster, motherfucking Hulkster, Hulkamaniac. Hulk Hogan was technically the first athlete that I think I was like a big fan of, right? Like I don't think professional wrestling is a sport since it's scripted, but those dudes are for sure athletes and some of the world's best athletes. And Hulk Hogan was like the first athlete I was really, really, really a fan of. Like, you remember when Earthquake broke his ribs and they had the whole campaign where you could write Hulk Hogan and all that and shit. I wrote Hulk Hogan a letter, and my dad mailed it off. My dad played along. He didn't ruin it for me. He didn't tell me it was fake. My dad mailed it off. And then I found out later
he called you a nigger.
That's what he would have called little 8-year-old me a nigger. And I wrote you with tears in my eyes, hoping you got better from those fake ass broken ribs, and you would have called little 3rd grade me a nigger. Fuck Hulk Hogan, dog. Now that's a wet piece of shit.
The boom cricket tears, he didn't give a fuck about them, brother.
Those jigaboo emotions you got, I tell you where you can put them.
Crack the tears for breakfast, nigga.
I don't want any jigaboos writing me telling me to get better, brother. That's not what Hulkamania is about. Yeah, fuck Hulk Hogan,
jigaboos for the Hulkster, nigga. Jesus Christ.
Fuck Hulk, dog.
Oh, man. But what was funny, though? That was some bipartisan booing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody hates him. It's the exact opposite of what he was. He looked like it was jarring for him. He looked shocked. He looked like it overwhelmed him. Like, that wasn't I'm not a fan of you, wrestler, boo. That was fuck you, nigga. I hate you booing, bro. Like, it was crazy. And I have a homie who's a huge wrestling fan who said he's never seen anything like that in his life. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, fuck that hot link built motherfucker, man. Nigga, shit.
Yeah.
As a hot link fan, nigga. As a hot link fan, nigga.
The Hulkster is he's destined for Tyler's meat box at some point. Like at some point, we're eating grilled Hulkster. Like
we gotta, we gotta
sausages, dog.
Start naming the meats, bro. Let's brand your shit like a drug dealer. shipping them meats across the border. You know what I'm saying? We need to. I think we can really run this shit up, nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, I think that shit is hilarious, right? Because this is the second Raw that's been on Netflix since they moved Raw to Netflix, and they brought him out there to like, hey, try to get a rise out of the fans. And the fans were like, no, we do not fuck with you. Fuck you.
And WWE just signed a deal with him for his beard that he had. Like as like he's a sponsor, and I don't know how long that's gonna last because they despise that nigga.
Yeah.
So bad look.
I remember seeing a study a few years ago, and bro, pro wrestling fans are like surprisingly left leaning, and I remember being shocked by that. But yeah,
I think it makes
makes sense.
It makes some sense. Just I think on the like theatricality and
because
I feel like it's a certain segment of the alt right that's like men in Speedos, brother. Fuck you.
Their imagination is spin on what I'm saying, fucking conspiracy theories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have any more room for wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Last topic before we get out of here, because Jackson says the pods have been too long lately.
Y'all been having too much fun, brother. I gotta stop
Put
this.
that on me.
Boo! Boo that man! Boo Jackson!
Nah.
Shaq and Dwight Howard have been having an exchange of words online, or as Tyler informed us in the group chat, the girls are fighting. But we got the all-time greatest hashtag ever from Shaq, taking over from hashtag just my opinion as a sports fan. Who is it? What is it?
Just my opinion as a sports fan, regardless of my own sport I play.
Regardless of my own sport I
LeBron
play.
James.
Thank you. I didn't want to fuck that one up.
That was the funniest.
He really
thing of
wrote
all
that
time.
hashtag?
LeBron wrote that. You don't remember when LeBron called out?
What year was this?
Shit, like 2020 or so. I don't know.
This was
LeBron.
recent, nigga?
LeBron was criticizing something that MLB did, and he put that in a tweet. And he didn't even know the baseball commissioner's name. He started that tweet off, listen here, baseball commissioner.
Listen here, baseball commissioner.
Mr. Commish.
Sounded like Dick Tracy out that motherfucker. And then he gave whatever opinion. I forget what the topic was, but he ended it with that hashtag. Just my opinion as a sports junkie, regardless of my own sport I play. God damn, nigga.
Nigga, that's a sentence. And it's probably a run-on sentence is that. At that, bro, like,
Probably
nigga,
some
that's
commas
not a
and
hashtag.
some semicolons in
It
that
just
motherfucker.
suck, nigga. Split that motherfucker up, nigga.
I love unacknowledged running jokes in friend groups, because Tyler and I have probably said that hashtag 50 times on this podcast with you, and you never knew that we were making fun of Braun.
No, I just don't know. Never.
I love that.
Never knew.
I love that. Anyway,
now I do though. I have the information.
As part of this, I
understand now.
I do
understand.
How you feel about that, Jackson? You want it in the pod? You want it?
What do you understand?
I do think Shaq has taken the throne. As part of this back and forth with Dwight Howard, he tweeted, "The fact you think I care about you is funny, but I won't ever bring your name up again, sensitive big man. A jokester that can't take a joke. Won't ever say your name again, ever again." I love the way Shaq tweets, first of all. It's just like him ranting. It's just like he's talking to his phone. "Have a great day, and now you have been deleted. Have a great day. Hashtag I never cared. Hashtag trust me. Hashtag
damn.
Don't
wrote
need
the tweet again in hashtag.
Hashtag don't need validation. You do. Hashtag stay off podcast. Hashtag the fact you think I care is funny. Hashtag you got to show respect
He's
to
being
get
an
respect.
asshole on purpose.
Hashtag now you're dead to me.
Now you're dead to me.
Now
you're dead to me.
After he told that motherfucker have a good day twice. No, yeah, that was the funniest shit. Hey, but it all stemmed from Dwight went on some podcast and he was like, "Bro, I'm sick of Shaq." And he's like, "I'm ready to fight this motherfucker." He was like, "The disrespect has to stop." And he was like, "Yo, if Shaq wants to take it to the physical shit, we can do that." And that's why Shaq, responded with that. And then, Dwight replied again, then Shaq replied again. And Shaq basically said, "You waited till I was 50 to want to fight me." He said, I hated your ass for 20 years. And you waited
all that time.
But yeah, dog. I mean, look, bro. It like Shaq flat out admitted he never liked to do. Some motherfuckers just ain't gonna like you for whatever reason, bro. And I can understand you not wanting to stand for the disrespect. I get Dwight standing on 10 toes behind that. But sometimes you just got to be like, hey, motherfuckers just ain't going to like you. What can you do about it? But just two real sensitive dudes with.
I mean, yeah, because him calling him shit, we've seen him threaten Chuck's life because, you know what I'm saying? Because he skipped him in commentary. Like, nigga, it's my turn to talk. Nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass right quick. It's a hilarious clip. Even Chuck's laughing. But nigga, he was really kind of hot, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
it's 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2 back to 1. It's the funniest clip ever, bro.
Nigga, he was hot, bro. He skipped him, bro. Nigga, even Ernie was cracking up. G, like, oh, like.
Supposed to be 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2 back to 1.
Right. Yeah. Said he gonna kick that nigga ass. Nigga, them 2 old niggas gonna be fighting. Nigga, they've been fighting ever since what was it Houston when was Barkley on Houston? When they first scrapped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barkley threw the basketball at him.
Nigga, it been what 15, 20 years of them niggas going back and forth, man.
Yeah. Barkley
2 grumpy old men. I love that shit.
Chuck and Shaq's mamas called each other. And told them to work that shit out.
Squash that. I love that. That's some black mom ass shit. I'm gonna call your mama. We gonna talk, nigga. Go apologize. Squash that shit. I love that, bro. No matter how much money you have, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mama gonna get you right, nigga. And if she say it's you know what I'm saying?
Love, dog.
It's stamped, nigga. It's stamped.
All right, that's all the time we got. Hashtag now the podcast is over. Hashtag stay off podcasts.
Hashtag Boo Jackson.
Hashtag have a good day.
Hashtag Jackson thinks podcast over 1 hour untenable. Hashtag sorry Jackson.
Hashtag have a good day.
I understand this dynamic now. I understand it before, but I understand it.
All right, we will be back on Sunday night after a full, not quite full, but an almost full weekend of NFL playoff football, and we will be going live right after we find out how truly back Tyler is with the stress of being a Commanders fan. Because
Manders.
we got the Manders, the Manders versus the Nears versus those Buccos in the Sunday night game. Very excited to record after that. We'll see y'all Sunday night. Bye.
Bye. Are you happy that